Hello! I'm going to share today the lifesaver for us, other than the banana smoothie, which you can also see the video for, but sweet potato noodles. This is what we've lived off of on the Whole30. Basically every meal that we used to do cauliflower rice with on the last one, we now do sweet potato noodles because it's so filling. It really is sweet, especially the longer you're on the Whole30, and it's cheap and easy. So it's a lot like making courgette or zucchini noodles. You're just gonna use a sweet potato. So I'll show you how to do it now. All right, so really the only ingredients you need are sweet potatoes. We typically do like one sweet potato per person. If you have a really big one and you're gonna be making other stuff with it, you could probably do half. We're pretty much always starving on Whole30, so we do the whole thing. And if you have extra, I basically, if it's a giant pile, which it will be because it shrinks down, but if it seems like even too big of a giant pile, I put half of it like in a Tupperware container, and then I can use it, and it stays good for a few days. So go ahead and while you're doing it, like make extra for the next few days, and then you've got it, and it's so easy when you just want to saute them and make them ready. So sweet potatoes, peeler, and then you're gonna need whatever version of a spiralizer that you have. I have this one. It was cheap. I think I got it on Amazon or Ocado for like 15 bucks. So yeah, and then I just go ahead and spiralize everything right into the skillet, and then if there's any leftovers, I'll put it away. Okay, so let's get peeling. For the sake of not losing my mind, I chop my sweet potatoes in half because they can get too big and they like awkwardly fit on the spiralizer. So if you chop them in half, then they can like fit in better. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so bending down. Basically, I put the smaller side on this side. Whoop! You just kind of like pierce it, and then you've got a good flat surface to start cranking. So. Oh, we have a guest. We have a guest spiralizer for us today. Okay.
It's on my job description.
That's right. Okay, so he's a lot faster. So he's typically, we call him the muscles around here.
Yeah, that's
something like that.
Because I have very low competition.
Alright, so we're in the home stretch. These are actually really small, so they didn't make a lot, but normally it's like the whole pan is covered. That's okay, because we have some leftovers.
2 big sweet potatoes and you'll have leftovers.
Yeah, this is 3 smallish ones, so we're scraping by, but that's okay. All right, so at this point, you can like fill up the pan. So this would be what I would do for, honestly, 1.5 people. One if I'm really hungry. I've already got some other ones.
One of us is a half person.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've already got some in the fridge, so we'll supplement with that. And then from there, you're just gonna put it straight on the stove. I make a little hole in the middle and I put oil in it. You can do avocado oil or olive oil, which is what I'm gonna use today. I just do a little bit because I just kind of like the bottom to saute and crisp up, burn a little bit. And then I'm gonna steam it from there. And if you don't have a steamer, that's okay because I don't either. And I have like a very budget way to show you how to do this. Okay, so I'm sauteing them in a little bit of olive oil. And the first few times I cooked the whole thing entirely in olive oil, but it was like way too much olive oil. So I kind of came around with a little hack. So what you're gonna do is saute it and kind of forget about it for a minute, like not too much where it burns, but just where it starts sticking on the bottom. because it kind of caramelizes it and gives it some good flavor. And then you're gonna do the fake steam process. So let's saute it first. Okay, here's my cheater's method for steaming. Okay, so make another little hole, and then you're gonna pour some water in the middle of it. Yes. Okay, push it all to the middle, and then you can just kind of cover it up like that, and let it steam on the inside. Okay, so I'm just gonna tidy up while those are cooking. I don't know why, like this video is probably a little bit stupid. If you've made courgette, you know, you just put a vegetable on a spiralizer and it makes noodles. But I had never tried sweet potato, and our sister-in-law told us about it. And it's so good, and I've talked to a few people that eat healthy, you know, follow good Instagram accounts where they talk about that, and it was new to them too. So if you've seen this before and you make them all the time, you're smarter than me. And don't watch this anymore. But if you haven't, I hope you enjoy this because it's kind of made Whole30 way more fun for us. And it's one of those things at the beginning I would saute garlic in with it and salt it with olive oil. But the longer you're on this, the more you can really taste natural flavors. So now I just do it with a tiny little bit of olive oil, and then the rest is water to steam it. So the sweetness of the sweet potato really comes out, and then whatever you're putting with it, we've done like a bolognese, a Tuscan kind of ragu, similar. Basically any stew. Today we're having a compliant butter chicken that my husband made. That's so good. So yeah, it just goes with kind of anything. You can do it with like a marinara sauce, really basic stuff. One thing that we like to do is put some nutritional yeast on it. It's supposed to make it taste cheesy or nutty. That's what a lot of vegans do. I just like it for the vitamins. I can't actually taste many added flavors, but it doesn't taste bad. And you get some B12 and stuff out of it. So yeah, that's good. All right, let's check on our sweet potatoes now. All right. Oh baby, they are almost done. So you'll know when they're done. They kind of change color, and yeah, they just get soft. You can see they're starting to break in the pan a bit. I'm gonna let them go for a few more minutes just because I like them pretty soft, and I like them to be a bit caramelized and burned. Okay, so I went ahead and put all of the butter chicken, the sauce in with it, because I like to give it some time to get to know each other before you actually have to eat it. So it's ready now, and I'm gonna plate it up, and that's it. Super simple. All right, it's lunchtime.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Well, it's not beautiful, but
It's actually like the ugliest plate of food, but it tastes so good, you're not gonna mind. I'll link below if you want the butter chicken recipe that Tyler found, because it's kind of game changing. All right, we're gonna eat this.
the only thing I would say
Okay.
on the recipe is slightly less ginger
On the butter chicken.
on the butter chicken. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like this. This is kind of the finished butternut squash or sweet potato noodles and buttered chicken. But it's such a treat, and you really actually don't feel like you're missing out on too much when you're eating stuff like this. So enjoy. I'm having a great meal. Sweet potato noodles, buttered chicken. Tyler's working on our wills.
Yeah. Fun day.
Only one of us gets to have a good lunch.
No, I have good lunch too. Or are you talking about me?
No,
Oh.
I'm talking about myself.
Hmm.